1.5 little small cups of margarita. But
Margarita.
I'm up now. Y'all got me up with this.
Got you up.
I'm up now.
Hey, will you take a preliminary breath test for me?
What's that?
It's a little handheld machine. I have you blow into it, and that lets me know if you're positive or negative for the presence of alcohol in your breath.
I've been drinking.
Okay.
I do say that.
Okay.
But I'm only going a few minutes down the road.
I got you. I'm just asking, will you take a preliminary breath test for me?
I mean, I don't know what it is.
I just said it's a little handheld machine. Lets me know if it's positive or negative for the presence of alcohol. That's part of my investigation.
You know it's the presence. I've been drinking.
I know, I can tell. That's just part of my investigation.
But like I said, if I have to park this car right here, right now, and walk,
it's just a yes or no.
A lot of videos cooking up. Can't shut my brain off. So this brother down in Atlanta, Georgia, that got killed by the police officer. Oh boy. You know, you would think with all that's going on that this police officer would say to himself that shooting this man is a bad idea. You know, aside from the fact that he could have shot him in the legs and he reached for his gun before this man turned around with the taser, where was he going to go? You know, you got a man who's intoxicated and, you know, you pulled him over, you gave him the sobriety test. What's funny is when I was talking to Cap about it, he was like, you know, the cop was like, yeah, you're too drunk to drive. But he wasn't drunk enough to whoop that cop's ass. But anyway, you know, it's fucked up and it's tragic. But the one thing that doesn't make sense about the whole thing, and this is part of the problem with law enforcement in America. Okay? The guy runs from his car, right? Or runs from police officer, right? He has the cop's taser because they were tussling on the ground. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's the smartest thing in the world to do, but I'm saying that the threshold for being shot by a police officer in America is way too low. It's far too low. So anyway, the guy's running away from the cop, and the cop chases him down, pulls out his service pistol, and shoots the man in the chest. Could have shot him in the leg, but nah, shot him in the chest, right? Despite all the stuff that's going on and all the accusations of police brutality, shoots him in the chest. The man dies on, I believe it was his daughter's birthday. Okay? So, you know, we can talk about all the poor choices and, you know, what are you doing driving drunk, and you could have crashed into somebody and killed somebody and all that. All that's true. All that's true. I don't condone drinking and driving. But here's the thing, right? Where was this man going to go? Where was he going to run to? You already have his car pretty much blocked in. His car is not going anywhere. Why don't you just run his tags? Run his tags. Eventually, probably, you know, the next day, you'll be able to pick him up, you know, at home, you know, or he'll turn himself into the police station. Oh, I was drunk. You know, I didn't know what I was doing. I know I'm in big trouble, blah, blah, blah. But I'm saying you have this man's information. You know where he lives, right? You know, with that information, you can get where he works. With the license tag alone, you can get where he lives. What is the urgency with this? I must capture the man right now. Where is he going to go? Right? And Cap and I, we were talking about it, and you know, we had a little joke because it reminded us of Rambo: First Blood with Colonel Sam Troutman when he first is introduced in the movie, and he talks about, you know, them capturing Rambo, and you got this, you know, this Hicktown police chief who is hell-bent on getting Rambo, and Colonel Troutman tells him, he's like, you know, let him slip through the lines. You pick him up, you know, a month or so later, a week or so later, probably working in some backwater place, and you'll be able to diffuse the situation, and you'll be able to capture him then. Right? As opposed to what, you know, they transpired in the movie where they go into the woods and they try to get Rambo, and, you know, he's this, you know, tactical guerrilla fighter, tier 1 operator with PTSD, right? Who is going through some shit. And it's like, you know, let him, you know, diffuse the situation. Let him go. You know, we'll get him later on. We'll get him eventually. Right?
Okay, Colonel, now you got us all scared to death. What do you and the Special Forces think I ought to do about your psycho out there?
Let him go.
Do what?
For now. Diffuse the whole situation. Diffuse him. Provide a little gap and let him slip through it. Then put out a nationwide APB. In a couple of weeks, you'll pick him up in Seattle or someplace working in a car wash. There'll be no fight and nobody else will get hurt.
I do my own work. I don't figure the best way to do that is to close my eyes and hope he gets picked up in Seattle.
Well, if you send your people in there after him, they'll get killed.
You know, we're just a small hick-town sheriff's department, Colonel, but we're expected to do our duty just like our heroes in the Special Forces.
In Special Forces, we teach our people to stay alive in the line of duty.
No shit. I never thought of that.
You want a war you can't win?
Are you telling me that 200 men against your boy is a no-win situation for us?
You send that many, don't forget one thing.
What?
A good supply of body bags.
Troutman! I don't know which side you're on, Troutman. I still think you came out here just to cover your ass. But if you're serious about taking Rambo out clean, follow me.
Move this out of the way. Come on now.
And what's interesting, and I'm hoping that YouTube allows me to play this video because I'm not monetizing it, but I need the visual aid in order for people to understand. There's another video that on YouTube of FBI agents, and this was the joke that Cap and I were having, because we know that when it comes to, you know, government agencies, FBI, CIA, all that other stuff, they don't do what cops do. You know, there's this huge discrepancy between federal law enforcement and local law enforcement. Local law enforcement seems to not understand or not know how to de-escalate situations, probably because they're not that smart, not the sharpest tools in the drawer. You know, all caught up in my authority, blah, 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 you know. That's local law enforcement. FBI knows where you going to go. Where are you going to go? We have all of your information thanks to Google and Facebook and everything else. And, you know, we have your cell phones. We can tap into your phone and, you know, pull out your GPS. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? We know all of your friends. We know where your parents live. We know, you know, who your first points of contact are. You know what I mean? And every time you watch these videos, I found a really good one. I'll use this one. But every time, you know, the FBI goes and tries to find someone, you know what they do? They politely come up, no badges, they got their badge in their pocket, in their wallet, but plain clothes, got their little folders. They go, hey, you know, this is, John Smith with the FBI. Could we talk to you? You know, they just show up at your door and just, hey, what's going on?
Go ahead. Your name?
Mike Baruchio.
Can I see your identification? And who were you with?
FBI. You can't film it. You can see it, but you can't film it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hang on. Bob, you can... Your name?
My name is Russell Gooch.
And you were with?
FBI.
And you were?
Investigator Kevin Thomas with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. State your presence.
State my presence, or
Yeah.
why we're here to talk to you? I'm here to talk to you, see if you can give us a little help. Be honest.
On what?
I can discuss it, but we need to sit down and talk first.
About what?
About what?
Yeah.
Well, the FBI has a lot of programs going on where we try to identify some situations or people or groups that may be of interest. And you're not in trouble. You haven't done anything wrong, but you may know somebody that put the hair on the back of your neck up that you'd be willing to talk to us about, and that's why we're here to talk to you.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about something like that.
Okay. You just say you're not willing to talk to us?
No, not unless I'm under arrest.
No.
You have a subpoena
you haven't done
or a
anything.
warrant. Okay.
You haven't done anything. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not there to chase you down. They're not there to, you know, again, where are you going to go? This is the federal government. They know where you're at. You see? And I'm just highlighting the difference between local police officers and them not understanding how to de-escalate a situation. This scene with Rambo and Colonel Sam Troutman, and how the FBI actually handles situations. Where was this guy going to go in Atlanta? You know, with the whole DUI situation and the police officer, where was he going to go? You got his license plate. All you got to do is show up at his house. Eventually, he's going to go home. And you'll be sitting there waiting. And he'll be like, you know, okay, you got me. Where's he going to go? It's completely unnecessary. But see, this is the problem with law enforcement. This is why I don't believe that law enforcement needs to be defunded. I believe law enforcement needs to be better funded so that they can go out there and they can get better police officers and weed out the people who don't need to be police officers. You saw this with the Vlad TV in his interview with what's his name, Michael Jai White. Where Michael Jai White said he tried to be a police officer. They told him that they didn't want him to be a police officer. He was too smart. And you know why they like that? It's because people who are too smart, you know, it can be a positive thing. But the problem is they want simple-minded people who follow orders. Military is the same way. You don't get the sharpest tools in the drawer when you're talking about people who join the U.S. military. You don't get the sharpest tools in the drawer when you talk about people who go off and become police officers. The smartest people go off and they work for Goldman Sachs and Merrill Lynch and, you know, go and work for Genentech and all these pharmaceutical companies and make lots of money and whatnot and go work for Facebook. And all. That's what the smart people do, the people who get straight A's. The C and D students are the ones that go off and typically become police officers. Okay. And this is part of the problem when it comes to law enforcement and their interaction. You're giving a bunch of C and D students, you know, guns to go out there and enforce the law. You know, they do not have the mental wherewithal, and some of them don't even have the capacity to diffuse situations. Many of the police officers that are your everyday cops on the beat would not make it into the FBI. They would not make it into the CIA because the standard is that much higher. I don't know. Eventually we'll get you. Eventually we'll get you. You see, because in order to stay, what do they say? Stay on the lam or whatever. You have to have an infinite amount of resources to hide and not be caught by the federal government. They know where you live. Okay. They see all your bank statements. They see how you're spending your money. Okay. They see what you're doing, right? They see your internet activity. They know when you're home. They know when you're not, and they go, hey, this is John Smith with the FBI. And that's what it is. They don't do all that extra shit. All that, chasing you down and all that other shit. No, eventually your ass, your middle-aged, ass is going to get tired. Yeah, let him run out of breath. We'll get him eventually. We know where he lives. We know where his mama lives. You see, there's a different level of intelligence there. And this is the problem with American law enforcement. But anyway, hopefully YouTube will allow me to use this video and won't hit me with a copyright strike or whatever because I'm not stealing the video. But yeah, that's after several. Somebody's like, cops in Long Island make $200,000. They don't start there. You know what I'm saying? It's like after like 20 years of freaking working on the force. See, I got simple-minded people in my comment sections. Anyway, I just wanted to highlight that point. But that's all I got to say. Something to think about. That's my video. SWP out.